Let me check niggas' temperatures.
Jazz the ass. You just never know. You get on keep saying like, I have a bar though, because he kept saying Vicky.
Well, I ain't want to bring up the Gilly. I ain't want to bring up ARAB.
Stay on this shit. Follow me on Instagram. That's Turn it up. Switch it up. Now let's just say it came out that his story.
Nigga, that ball strong, nigga. That ball strong.
What's the word? What's the word? I know I'm like an hour late. Bro. Look, man. When you got 2 kids, it be a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. Little mama got practice. Dude, my daughter, she got basketball practice. She in the 1st grade. She got practice 4 days a week. In the 1st grade, I got my daughter going to practice 4 days a week. I love it though. She love it though. So it's good time. It's good time with twin, as some would say. But yeah, we gotta talk though. We gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on in Battlerap. It's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, for my football team, for my Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna do a separate blog about that, but I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm excited for the Baltimore Ravens because we needed a fresh start. I was tired of that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. John Harbaugh was pissing me off the last 3 years. It's like every year we forget, every time we in a critical game, we forget that Derrick Henry is probably the most consistent running back in NFL history when you give that man the ball. All you got to do is literally give him the ball 20. You got to give Derrick Henry the ball at least 25 times a game. My magic number for that specific game was 23, and he got 20 carries. I was pissed because I don't understand why we only giving him 5 carries in the first half if he goes 15 for 116. He goes 15 carries for 116 in the first half, but then in the second half we give him the ball 5 times, and at no point were we down double digits. So anybody that let me stop. Y'all not here for that. But again, sports is coming. Sports is on the way. But hit the like, man. Hype up the video. We here. So, bro, don't come over here with that bullshit, man. So, brother, now start with me. Now, I'm a Ravens fan through and through. Like, I got a Ravens tattoo. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm that type of fan. Like, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, I was that hyped when we won the Super Bowl. I went out and got the Ravens tattoo on the inside of my arm with the Super Bowl. And I told myself I would get the next, you know what I'm saying, the next Super Bowl we get, I would tat it on my arm. Well, we know how that's going. Needless to say, there's space for opportunity. But salute to y'all, man. We got some things to talk about. Free to Wave, the countdown is finally making, I ain't gonna say finally making sense, but I'm gonna say like this. I think everybody is counting down now. Like, it was like one of them things where it felt like it was so far off, like we didn't know when he was actually coming home, when there was gonna be an official date. I mean, yeah, but it's gonna happen though. I don't care if they gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, pinch, like, I don't know if they had to pinch my skin, like nail it to the damn table or something. I don't care how. I'll be 75 and I get another tattoo. I promise you. Then next time the Ravens win the Super Bowl, I'm getting another tattoo. I will be getting that Super Bowl for sure. I'll do it live. I promise you I would. But again, Free to Wave. The countdown is on. My man is set to be released February 16th, which, you know what I'm saying, my birthday is February 7th. So, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the Aquarius. Shout out to the Aquarius, making shit happen. But it's been a lot of talk, obviously, about who his first opponent should be coming home. It's been a lot of talk about what he should do when he first come home. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first thing I'm gonna do is not run the battle rap. That battle rap would not be on my top 50. Probably my top 150 things to do or even think about when I get out of prison. Not out of jail, because we ain't talking county. We're talking federal prison. No, y'all niggas is not the first thing I'm thinking about. Because let's be honest, this is Tsu Surf we talking about here. This is not somebody that was just famous and that is not just famous in battle rap, who is not just a battle rap icon. Well, he's definitely a battle rap icon, but he's also somebody that has a major following in mainstream music and entertainment. He is somebody that you got to think his first interview back, y'all talking about 100,000 for him to battle. How about 150 for him just to sit down and tell the story? Matter of fact, the first thing I'm going to do if I'm Tsu Surf, after, you know what I'm saying, making sure I go see my family, go see my daughter, go see my mama, you know what I'm saying, check in, you know what I'm saying, let people know I'm home, if you get what I'm saying. After I do all of that, the first thing I'm going to do, this here thing right here, starting me a YouTube channel, starting me a Twitch, and we're live, baby. Do y'all forget how entertaining and charismatic Tsu Surf can be? He is somebody that Joe Budden is clamoring for. He was mentoring Tsu Surf, some would say. So he can't wait to get Tsu Surf on that couch and have that conversation and get him in rotation with this podcast. Can't wait for Tsu Surf to start his own podcast. So the first thing I'm doing again, my bad, this thing here, that's literally the first thing I'm doing. But once we get done with that and we're actually talking battle rap, I see a lot of people saying that they have been waiting for Tsu Surf's return because Tsu Surf's return would immediately signify and signal the return of battle rap, and it would fix battle rap. And I'm here to tell you, although I am one of those who felt like that at one point in time, I do not feel like Tsu Surf can fix battle rap. For a few reasons, honestly. First reason I don't think he can fix battle rap is because he's known to, now again, he been behind them walls, and we don't, you know what I'm saying, he's probably had some I'm not gonna say probably, he's had a lot of time to think and have some real conversation with Smack, Beasley when it comes to, and Nunu when it comes to his professional battle rap career, and everybody that's in his corner. And I think if the URL one keeps the business structure that they currently have, they would have to make an exception for Tsu Surf. One, his first battle, and we're gonna get into the volume thing too, because that, you know what I'm saying, volume is coming up. His first battle will not be a surprise battle. I think that would be and there's no way URL would do that, but that would be the dumbest business move I like to ever make Tsu Surf a surprise battle. You know how many tickets you're gonna sell on a Tsu Surf return battle? I've been talking to Deadass that you could damn near make the argument that Tsu Surf's return battle should be at like a HBCU football stadium. Honest to God. You telling me he couldn't fit 7,000 people in a stadium? Shitting me. You telling me a HBCU wouldn't love to have Tsu Surf bring that type of attention, that type of media presence, that type of spotlight to their campus for, honestly, a historical, cultural event of that nature? But again, I see a lot of people talking about this volume coming up. Volume's dropping in February. Tsu Surf's getting released in February. I think at best you're going to be lucky if you get Tsu Surf on that stage all together, let alone, you know what I'm saying, actually having. I would assume he would, if he's on that stage, he definitely would address the battle rap community, definitely address the crowd. But far as him battling, hell no. I don't see that happening. Tsu Surf is somebody you want to make sure that he's going to make sure that the marketing and the promo and the rollout is correct. And it's going to have to make sense. And it's going to be a mega matchup. And, you know what I'm saying? I've heard a bunch of people, shout out to the bloggers that have been talking about it. I've heard a bunch of people have a bunch of different opinions on who he should battle. I seen Piper Boy, shout out to him. He said Danny Myers. The only way, it doesn't make any sense. Again, the first person that Tsu Surf battles, it has to be a name. It has to be a name. It has to be a name that can stand up to the firestorm that will be Tsu Surf's arrival when he comes home. You're going to have someone who has that type of aura that can withstand white t-shirt Surf coming home from prison. And we seen how, you know what I'm saying, the battle rap community reacts anytime Surf battles, you know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis. So we've been chomping at the bit for this moment. I myself have said it don't matter where he battled. Y'all want to take the battle in LA? I'm there. Y'all want to do the battle in New York? I'm there. Miami, Texas, Dallas, like Texas. We want to go to cities in Texas, Houston, Dallas, Austin, like San Antonio, like wherever that battle happens, wherever Tsu Surf's return battle, I will be in the building because it's going to be a moment. It's going to be electrifying, and everybody knows that, including the other battlers. But to think that he would be able to save battle rap, I do not think he would be able to save battle rap again, because one, we only know him from really only, he's a URL baby, and he'll tell you that he's a smack baby. So with that being said, like, the question would be, do you see Tsu Surf battling on TBL? Do you see him taking a battle on Chrome 23 and other potential platforms? I don't know, but I'm gonna just go off what I've seen. I would be hard pressed to see that he would. But again, that man ain't made, you know what I'm saying? That man been behind them walls, and your collaboration is key. I'm sure him and his team have laid out the blueprint, and they already have a plan in action. It's probably already been in action for the last 6 months. Just thinking how I would be thinking. I would have been playing. Once I got that final day, oh yes, it's the wheels is already spinning. It's time to put the plan to action, baby. It's time to execute. It's time to execute. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. So he's scheduled to come home in February. It's only certain names that come to mind when you think of potentially battling the Tsu Surf who could really stand in front of it. And it's going to be a short list because of, you know what I'm saying, because of everything that you're going to be battling when you're up against Surf. You're not just battling Surf. One, you're battling gun titles. First and foremost, like, you're battling Tsu Surf, the aura that is Tsu Surf, and then you're battling gun titles. Because Tay-Rock is going to be going insane on that stage. Y'all already know that Tay-Rock has some of the best ad-libs when it comes to being, you know what I'm saying, the hype man for Tsu Surf. So can you imagine the first battle? Oh no. And whether you like it or not, that boy Tsu Surf can come out there and say, one fish, blue fish, red fish, two fish. It's gonna be high octane gas in that on that stage and in that stadium, and he deserves every bit of that shit. So you got to be able to withstand that. You got to know what you walking into and be confident enough in your ability to execute your performance. Because if not, one slip, one blip, yeah, the Rum Nitty return was cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Tsu Surf choking in his return battle again. We remember the run he was on. Now, my question is, again, when it comes to saving battle rap, when we talk about where Tsu Surf was right before, you know what I'm saying, he went upstate, you know what I'm saying? He was coming off of a Rolling Loud stage. He was, you know what I'm saying, mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, features, doing I'm asking all this motion outside of battle rap. I thought he was at the point where he was about to leave battle rap anyway now, for other reasons, you know what I'm saying, other than, you know what I'm saying, his judicial, his criminal dealings or whatever, his judicial dealings or whatever. I thought it was gonna be for other things. I thought the music was gonna take him away. I thought the opportunity for him to do a podcast on a serious basis. I thought that could potentially take him away. It's just there. He has a lot of potential. So I say all that to say this: how long do you think battle rap can actually hold Tsu Surf? Because it's not like he's going to take like a Tay Rock type of schedule. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rock, shout out to the logo. He's not gonna take a Tay Rock type of schedule where potentially battling like 20, 25 times in a year. Like, I don't see that. I don't see that for Surf. Because again, he has his hands in so many things. Musically, he has his hands in so many things. He's gonna want to do so many things. Again, that first sit-down interview with Tsu Surf is gonna be, you're probably gonna have to at least put a honey bun on the table to even talk to him for real. Honestly, think about the people that are probably clamoring for that first interview. Joe Budden, Vlad TV, Shannon Sharp. Imagine him on Shannon Sharp. Imagine him on Club Shay Shay. If he goes to Club Shay Shay, we've seen what an interview can do on Club Shay Shay. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna do Cat Williams numbers. The boy's gonna put up, you're gonna look up and he might have, you know what I'm saying, 23 and 9. Because what Cat Williams did was a 50 ball. That was a 50 ball. But he might have 23 and 9. He might do what? He might do to the right platform? Could he potentially do an 8-figure, you know what I'm saying, a 7-figure YouTube drop for sure? Could he do 1 million views on an interview? I think he could. Could he do 10 million? Depending on you know what I'm saying, how they chop that footage up. But best believe he's going to command, I believe, 75,000, 100,000, you know what I'm saying, or more for the first interview. It's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. But like I said, it's only a certain amount. It's a very short list of people who I think that fit the bill of being able to battle him. So one of the people that I think, well, even if you don't think he's in that position to battle him, he thinks he's in that position to battle him. He's a legend. He's someone who would stand in front of Tsu Surf and wouldn't bat an eye. He's someone who has, you know what I'm saying, going against the grain and is okay, and is very comfortable with it. and has his own following in suit. And that's one Math Hoffa. Now I started thinking about this blog this morning when I saw this initial tweet, and we're gonna, matter of fact, I'm gonna get ready to pull that tweet up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the likes, share the stream, hype up the video. Shout out to everybody listening on X as well as everybody on YouTube and Twitch. But you see it right there. This is what I kind of saw this morning when I got to work. When I got to work this morning, I saw this. There we go. This morning, I saw this. Surf should battle me so y'all know it's not a Broadway play collaboration. Sound effects, sound effects, sound effects, sound effects. And again, when you think of somebody who fits the bill, Math Hoffa fits the bill. He's somebody that honestly, you know what I'm saying, he's taking battles on Legends League. You know what I'm saying? He's done certain things. There was talks with him and Easy, the block captain, at one point in time. Recently, you've seen him get that itch. And again, that's somebody who's definitely not scared to battle a Tsu Surf. But not only he goes on it gets crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. From there, the allegations, the legs begin to fly. You start looking at some of these tweets. Surf, what you gonna say first round? Moot. I'm gonna talk about you having a clean performance. Surf, in my last battle, Mook. No. Interrogation. Surf, nah, I got something better. Mook. All right, shoot. Surf, Danny Myers. Click. Surf, all right, Danny, what you got for me? Danny, I like 5 crazy haymakers in the first round. Surf, nice. Now we talking. So what am I saying? Danny, what is you saying? Surf, nigga, you want this battle or not? Danny, all right, I'll call you back. Surf, throw in a rebuttal too. Rum did. See how many views that got? Danny, all right, man. He is making the allegations that Surf, you know what I'm saying, has been working with other battlers, you know what I'm saying, that he's been battling with. They basically been writing together. Now, this is something that is not new. This angle is not new. This is something that we have heard about with a bunch of Surf battles. We can't lie. I can't lie. I've heard the whispers. You know what I'm saying? John said he said it. Lux said he said it. And again, there have been people that have talked about, even Piper Boy, he's questioning one of his all-time favorite battles, him and Tay-Rock. What I would have to say to that, I ain't gonna lie to you. At this point, we might need that. If that's what it takes to get us, if that's what it takes to get some good battles out this bitch. No, but seriously, and he continues, man. The assault, and the offensive attack continues. He goes live. Someone says Tsu Surf is scared of you. He said they don't want to say it, but then you got Polo. Shout out Polo. They look like they're gonna be setting up an interview here pretty soon. He said, "What you trying to say?" Sir, glad you asked, sir. Basically, I'm saying scripted battles are coming back. or else ... Bro, they said you need 2 warm-up battles for that kind of wreck, man. He said, no, the fuck I don't. He said, not gonna lie, after that, my expert opinion episode, y'all might need to have that convo. Maybe then I can finally say what I want. Somebody replies to him. He said, nah, we good. Surf 30. He said, would you bet your life on it? And again, you gotta think that Hoffa is serious about wanting this battle. For him to be on vacation and be replying, maybe you know what I'm saying, he just wanted the uptick in the algorithm. But when I go on vacation, this is the stuff I try to stay away from. He said, crazy how we've been listening to you hate on that man for years. Even recently tried to put a snitch jacket on him. Now he coming home and you want to battle. Ninjas be different. Shut the F up. Little boy got 80K views hating on me for an hour straight. He been on my D since I almost slid his joint. F out of here. He said, cornball, why wait 3 years? Ninja ain't having this energy for when Surf was home. He said, are you dumb? He said, well, what they tried to rehearse. Oh, shoot. I gotta go back. Gotta go back to the Hoffa. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah, face to face. You showed me proof. It was just wild. Niggas really don't care no more. I should be served first battle back. Yep, so I can tell them face to face you mad. Again, he said, I know you in the tropic islands hopping, but you got 20 minutes. Let's talk. He said, set it up. Again, I ain't mad at the hustle. He said, you don't have electricity in your barbershop, man. Do you know how many bars Surf would have for that alone? So a ninja that ain't have no door in one his bathroom gonna tell me about, oh yeah, they on this bumper. They shouldn't look. It's in the algorithm. It's on his bumper. We didn't made it. Math Hoffa calls out Tsu Surf for battle, faces heavy backlash. Oh, well, look at me being on top of the news for once. No, I just talk about this shit I just really want to talk about. Respectfully. Let me see. Oh, this is Keo. He said, let me see. Let's see what's going on. So a nigga that ain't had no bathroom gonna tell me about what? Let's see what Easy says. Shout out to
not his first battle. There's only a few names that first battle that you gotta be able to get. We don't want to see Surf versus Danny, bro. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Y'all hit the lights.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe down that line, you know what I mean? Like that, but not his first battle. There's only a few names that first battle that you gotta be able to get. I guess math is the option. I guess the storyline is there. I guess it is there. You know what I mean? Like that.
I mean, he pushing it. It's writing itself right now.
But you know what I mean, you have to make it now business-wise on the other end. You have to make the return. You know what I'm saying? You have to make the return good for business-wise. So for whoever.
So that's how Easy feels about it. He said, y'all don't even know the real story. This whole ish started with a chick as usual. Okay. He said, do y'all even know why Surf started hating me? Y'all don't do y'all. Keo said, Math might pack Surf up if they battle. They also forget anybody capable of beating Anybody capable of beating Math if he returned to the ring? I highly doubt it. They also forget, is anybody capable of beating Math if he returns to the ring? Okay, so you have one of those. What do you think I'm gonna say? 101 punches about you not having electricity in your place, business not doing good business, and your revolving doors staff. Didn't another one of your workers or spread coworkers spread more rumors about you? There's a lot to work with. What you think I'm gonna say? I mean, Sulam alaikum. Oh yeah, no, he not playing. So what y'all think, man? Obviously, it's in the algorithm. Matter of fact, let's see. Can we see? Let me see. They say. So the people, you know what I'm saying, just looking on X. Do I think he gets 30? I don't think either one of them would get 30 in that battle. I really don't. I couldn't. I would need to see the promo and kind of see like where they was at with it. But again, Math is definitely somebody who is chomping at the bit, dare I say, itching at the opportunity to battle Tsu Surf, to stand in front of Tsu Surf, and it sounds like he would have no qualms and feel no way about it being his first battle back. Now I always worry about, when it comes to battle rap, I do worry about like ring rust, just as in anything. So the problem with Tsu Surf is his next battle has to be big, because he could be battling me and it's going to be a big battle because it's his first battle back. So he doesn't necessarily get a warm-up battle. So you got to hope that like he's been battling people in, prison. Obviously, he's been staying in tune with the culture and what's going on. But you got to think that he's probably battling people in prison, probably doing, speaking to Tay-Rock, speaking to Chess, speaking to Jazz, getting some sparring sessions set up. And those sparring sessions are going to have to give him like that real battle rap feel. Because again, I think the expectation is that Tsu Surf is going to float when he finally steps back on that stage. Like, it's going to be a movie. Like, we thought what he did at John was crazy. I think people are expecting a better version of that. And I was on stage for that battle, and that was some of the most craziest energy. Like, that Chess and Easy had hella energy, but Tsu Surf doing what he did on that stage in front of that crowd, it got crazy. I will say that. It definitely got crazy. But y'all continue to hit the likes, man. Continue to share out the stream. Let's talk about it. So the URL, as I just got done telling y'all, hold on. The URL is working on a volume card, y'all. Working on volume, going down next month. No specific date, but you got to think they're going to have it. Let's look at the calendar real quick. If Surf get home the 16th, right? If Surf get home the 16th, matter of fact, I need to look and see if Surf responded to any of that, because he is getting more. I'm seeing that his X page is becoming more lively as we start to count down the days. So the 16th is a Monday. That's President's Day. I don't think he's gonna get out on President's Day, because can they let people out of prison on President's Day? Because technically that's a federal holiday. I don't know. But let's just say he gets out on the 16th. We are assuming, or y'all are assuming, that they would either do it the 20th or the 27th, unless they was gonna do it on a Sunday. They can't do it that first week in February because that's Super Bowl weekend. They not that dumb. Don't do it. Don't do it, URL. That following weekend is Valentine's Day. Don't ask me to pick Battlerap. Don't ask me to pick Tsu Surf over my girl because it's gonna be my girl, but I'm still gonna feel a way about missing the battle. Feel me? Respectfully. That's how that's gonna go. So I really want to be in the building for this. Who don't want to be in the building for this battle? It don't even matter who he battling, where he battling, but if you want to be in the building for the energy. So yeah, I mean, realistically, you probably looking at like the 21st or the 28th. So with that being said, URL, I see URL is also looking like they might need some help with coming up with a card. And I'm pretty damn good when it comes to actually making matchups. I feel like I'm pretty damn good when it comes to making matchups personally. LTBR. Let's go out to the LTBR channel. Shout out to their platform. Where is it? Here we go. Let's really get into it. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Share. We're gonna do that. And let's go here. Go there. Here. So I got a couple. What I want to say. I got a couple matchups that I've been working on, trying to put my own volume together. Now, you know, volume is a special place, especially for the URL being that they haven't had a big event in a while. I'm thinking with the return of Tsu Surf looming over the URL as they anxiously await his arrival back home, I think they're going to start ramping up more big stage events, bringing a larger crowd into their events, just to kind of again knock the ring rust off on their end, because I would assume the first time you want to surf the battle, in front of the biggest crowd possible, and I think he could get 7,000 people in the stadium. I honestly do. I was there at Houston in Summer Madness 11. I think it could easily be more people than that, for sure. He said, "Lord knows we need the eyes." I'm just saying. I'm really hoping they capitalize on Surf coming back. That could be a big moment for Battlerap. It really could. That's why I said initially when I heard, you know what I'm saying, when he does eventually come back to Battlerap. But again, it's also like this for the people. It's a moment, like you said. It's going to create a moment. He's a walking moment for sure. But how long do you really think he's going to be in Battlerap is the real ultimately a question that you need to ask yourself, because exposure is so limited in Battlerap. Yes, you can battle rap and do podcast and do live streams and I mean just stream all day. I think that's something that Tsu Surf would just do real quick, just to get back in the algorithm, get back to people really saying his name in spaces where they used to scream it from the mountaintop. But again, he's not someone who's going to battle with a heavy workload. He's not battling 10 times. I don't see Surf battling double digits ever in a year. Ever. And so with me thinking that he's probably again like he's probably gonna outgrow battle rap in a short amount of time. I expect him to immediately go into the studio and drop a mixtape. I expect him to immediately start doing features. And then we also got to think about the environment we created in battle rap too. When you talk about his return, like this is not the same battle rap community that he left. Let's be honest. This is not the same battle rap community that he left. So outside looking in, I don't know how engaging battle rap looks right now. You got people willing to investigate your background and take it to the highest degree in order to validate their name, validate their statement, validate their opinion. And it's like ultimately, if you're Tsu Surf, you got to ask yourself, like, can battle rap actually hurt my career? Could it actually hurt the things I'm trying to do outside of battle rap? And that's a hard question. That's a hard question again, because this culture is ever evolving and it looks so differently than what it did just 2-3 years ago. So it's gonna be very interesting. Oh man, I appreciate you. I scream wolf, man. I appreciate you. You said there are a bunch of lyrical rap fans who can F with the bars. I just think battle rap is missing the star power and mainstream recognition personally. Self helps there. Absolutely 100%. But yeah, no, they need to get a mainstream rapper on a car with Surf. That'd be more the move. I mean, yeah, it's definitely people that we think could do that. Anyways, randomly came across the channel. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you pulling up. I hope you subscribed. I hope you hyped up the video. I hope you hit that thumbs up button, man. Hit it with the trifecta. I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, Smack Volume is coming up next month. And so I've been playing with some different names and different matchups that I think would be fire for a venue in a setting like this. And so I wanted y'all to see what y'all thought. The first one at the 43-minute mark would be Eunice versus Suge. I think I spelled the boy name wrong. I definitely think I did. But either way it go, Eunice versus Suge. Eunice, obviously somebody that the URL is pushing, very talented, very skilled, has a crazy resume to be this young in battle rap. But again, it just shows you that not only the URL believes in him, but the battle rappers in the community also do. So far as the battle rap, he's definitely become a household name coming up through the spaces. You know what I'm saying? Being able to hit the different platforms that he did, taking some of these battles and being very strategic about his talent and where it is seen and how it is seen. But a shotgun Suge that he's been barking up that tree, and I am very curious to know how Eunice would fare in a battle like this, because from a physicality standpoint, just looking at y'all two, it's gonna look away. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying, respectfully, it's gonna be looking like a puppy in the corner whimpering over, and they're being looked over by a damn my damn chrono what's them big ass dogs? Kangles or Kankle, whatever the hell's. But yeah, it's gonna look away. It's just gonna look away. But Eunice has a confidence about him that could withstand that. But that's definitely a matchup I would want to see on that. Moving on, this battle is something that has been brewing for the last probably about the last year or so. Definitely in the last few months. Cortez versus Hansel. I like that battle. That battle to me is already a grudge match. That battle already has sold itself. They've sold the fight from the way they've talked to each other in the spaces to the way they've talked to each other. Most recently in the face-off. I think this would be a crazy, crazy battle. So definitely we'll look forward to that. Third battle that I said was, let me go. I might have to go to my phone, unfortunately. So I had, oh no, one of the matchups I also had. So I had Unison Shook. We have Hansel and Cortez, and then you can definitely give me Fonz and A Ward. Now this card is in no particular order, but obviously A Ward is someone who just joined the URL. You would have to believe that a volume appearance, a gnome appearance, a Summer Madness appearance, all three of those battle rap events are definitely in play when you talk about the likes of A Ward being on the URL, and not necessarily of the URL, but he is putting on, had a very good comeback performance with Jack Boy, coming off of that T-top battle. Yeah, that battle was just weird. That battle was real weird, lackluster. Another battle that I think that needs to happen. Give me Snake Eyes and Chess. I think Snake Eyes and Chess could be one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie to you. One, you know that boy Snake Eyes is about to promote the hell out that damn battle and out that damn car. He's gonna go to every platform that he's in. He has a good relationship with. He's gonna go to any spaces that he has a good relationship with. He's gonna be on every social media platform that he has a good relationship with. Really trying to sell us on the fact that he should be battling Z's brother. Now, again, I will say this. Chess and Snake Eyes. I just think would be super fire. I think Chess, that real talk, that setting could be electrifying. I really want to see Chess and Snake Eyes. I honestly think Snake Eyes deserves this type of opportunity. And y'all know I'm not the biggest Snake Eyes fan when it comes from a personal standpoint, but I can separate the personal from the professional and say he's probably one of the most consistent battlers that we've had in the last couple of years. That his promo is A1, and on a card, like on some of the biggest cards in the last couple of years, Snake Eyes has been one of them pivotal pieces. So salute to him. But another battle I want to see is T-Rex versus Kid Slade. So you got A Ward versus Fonz, which is the Midwest matchup. Even though I don't want to see two Midwest guys go at it, but for that opportunity, for that what that battle could do for both of them, for A Ward and Fonz, I think sometimes y'all be forgetting how deadly Fonz is, and then sometimes he be having to show y'all niggas. So I'm cool with that. And then A Ward just had a phenomenal battle with him and Jack Boy on Outside 5. And so that bar recap is also on the way. Deadass was watching that battle today, and we were talking a little bit about that battle. So you got you have Suge and Eunice, you have Cortez and Hansel. Give me A Ward and Fonz, give me Chess and Snake Eyes, and then my fifth battle is going to be T-Rex versus Kid Slade. I think if you Kid Slade, you deserve that type of opportunity on this platform. Now again, those matchups were in no particular order. Do I think that Kid Slade is ready to be a main event? I do believe at this particular time he could main event Obviously he would need somebody like a T-Rex to carry the card though at this particular time, just from a name standpoint, not a talent standpoint, but from a name standpoint. That's where he could really benefit off the fact he was battling T-Rex. But I think that would be a fire card. Again, I'll say it again. Give me Eunice versus Suge. Give me Cortez versus Hansel. Give me A Ward versus Fonz. Give me Chess versus Snake Eyes. And then my last one, give me Kid Slave versus T-Rex. And I think you got yourself a very, very, very solid card. But I am tired as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And so I'm gonna do a blog on my Baltimore Ravens and the fire and the John Harbaugh and what I think about that and what I think about the future of the Baltimore Ravens now that has happened. I think Lamar just put the biggest. If he didn't feel like he had pressure to win the Super Bowl beforehand, he absolutely does now. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what goes on with my team in the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna do a blog and give my thoughts and kind of follow that as it plays out in real time. But again, shout out to the best co-host in the world, Dad's Talk. Y'all make sure y'all hype up the video and hit these likes, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really wasn't gonna go live, but I felt like I owed it to y'all. I owed it to myself because I made the post. I said I was gonna do it. I wanted to be a man of my word because, again, at the end of the day, this is my dream and nobody else's. So that's how we rocking, and that's how we're gonna continue to move forward. So appreciate everybody that pulled up, especially on the late night. Please go back and watch my interview with Jack Boy Maine. A very, very, very dope interview. We actually talked about him in the A Ward battle. Talked about a couple other things. So please go back and watch that. I got a couple screen records that are doing really well. But yeah, again, do I think Tsu Surf can save battle rap for a moment? But ultimately, I do not, because one, I think his star power is bigger than battle rap. I think there's going to be too many lucrative opportunities outside of battle rap, and Tsu Surf just doesn't battle enough to necessarily save quote unquote battle rap. I think you need someone who's going to be battling on different platforms. I think you need someone who's going to battle more than 3-4 times in a year. But that's also the allure of Tsu Surf, and that's why he is this powerful battle rap icon that he is. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man, Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know the motto. We ain't just getting started. Being here.